Good evening, Leroy. How you doing?
Good. How are you, bud?
Living the dream. Living the dream. No place I'd rather be on a Wednesday evening. Oh yeah, there we go. You lagged a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was just like bang, popped in the middle of the screen.
Halfway through the work week, my friend.
Yes, in fact, we're past halfway. We are past halfway, buddy. That's the part that's most exciting. See, last week for me was incredibly busy. So obviously, oh look, right on cue, Mr. Dodgers pops in here.
Right on schedule.
But so last week, obviously, went to the Bengals game, Thursday Night Football. I got back home at 3 a.m. from the Bengals game.
Yep.
Got up, a little bit before 9, was doing all the football stuff, did a football game. And then Saturday, I had multiple remotes and then did a center game. And Leroy, for one of the first times, I genuinely was very concerned about my voice. Like if that center game would have gone into overtime, I was sounding more and more like Marv Albert as the game went along. So like it's funny, like center ends up winning. They get a fumble recovery in the closing. I don't even remember how much time was left. Minute, we'll just say. And I'm just like, oh my god, yeah! And I'm like, it's just because it's not because I was trying to be Marv Albert. It was just because that was my voice. And then Sunday I had another remote. By the time I got home Sunday night, I was like, I don't really have a voice. I was like, this is not good. Monday morning, and it finally came back throughout the day on Monday. But I was a little bit concerned because I had a lot of action, obviously, from that, but it was kind of wild to just completely almost lose it.
Well, and I'll tell you, Sam, I already told you my wonderful story from the weekend, but I'll tell our viewers as well. I thought I had a nice, relaxing weekend. I didn't have it. I've had something going on every day or every weekend for the last month. And sometimes as broadcasters, you go through a stretch where you're just busy. You don't really get a whole lot of days off. So the times where you do get a day off, it's usually pretty amazing. So Saturday, I had nothing going on. And I double-checked with multiple people to, like, make sure. Because, like, you start feeling in your stomach like, oh, my gosh, am I supposed to be someplace? Like, am I supposed to be, like someplace else?
Oh, yeah. That's always the most fun.
So I sit down, and Saturday I did absolutely nothing, and it was fantastic. I played video games. It was fantastic. But Sunday I woke up, went to church, got back, was all excited to watch the Bears game, cracked open a energy drink, sat down, put my feet up, and my boss from University of Illinois Springfield sends me rosters. What? What? Why are you sending me? And it's kind of funny because your brain kind of goes through a cycle of, well, why is she sending you? Oh, no, you're supposed to work today. So I was like, well, I'm already late. Let me watch the first drive of the Bears game, and then I'll go in. But Sam, it was 2 soccer games where the final score was 1-0, and both goals were scored like the first 8 minutes of the game. There was, I think, 7 shots on goal for both teams combined. Otherwise, the ball just kept going back and forth in the middle, and I could hear myself getting tired. Like I could hear myself getting annoyed in my broadcast. And I'm like telling myself, like, okay, Leroy, you've got to sound excited. You've got to. And there was nothing that I could do at all to get myself excited for a 1-0 game where the ball was just going back and forth from one side to the other, and no one was even getting close to a shot on goal. And it was just like, oh. And then I wrapped that up. Lexi had 8th grade soccer night, and nowadays they give a walk for 8th grade. So you get a walk for 8th grade, you get a walk for high school, but I had to go be a part of that. And that soccer game, the final score was 0-0. So I spent 7 hours watching 2 goals the entire.
They played, and I guess, did you miss the goal of the first one then?
Yes.
So really, you watched
I missed
one goal.
Yes, correct. I watched 1 goal. You're right. Oh my gosh, it was. Yeah. And the thing is Paul,
broadcasting soccer is awful.
It's awful. My! And listen, there are guys that I know that could make the most boring soccer games sound amazing. They are just good. They know what they're doing, and I give them all the props that I possibly can in the world. I promise you, because it's not easy. I just can't do it. I can broadcast a lot of sports. I can make a lot. Huh?
Do you have an analyst for soccer? Yeah. See, I've never worked with a soccer analyst, so that would help a lot. Because my issue is I get bored and I just start talking about literally anything. And I feel bad for the kids. But
I've had the analyst. I one time had the college soccer coach be my analyst. And that was fantastic because I could ask him questions like, but pose it as like, say this scenario happened. What would be, and it was really nice having a guy who actually understood the sport way better than I do, who could kind of help me and guide me through. It'd be like if you watched the baseball game with like Randy Johnson, right? Or a football game with Peyton Manning. Like there's just certain people that you can watch a game with that even if you weren't a sports fan, sitting with them is enough to make you go, tell me more.
You're feeling the passion. You're feeling the passion, and that's half of it. Right. Is people want to hear you want to be there.
One game, but yeah. Otherwise, it was just awful.
We were talking over the weekend at Center. They are hiring a new SID. Is what they're working on at Center. So a new person to their staff, and one of the people that they're looking for is primarily somebody that has more of a lacrosse background, because their two SIDs right now do not have any knowledge of lacrosse. And I was making the comment that a couple of years ago, they asked me 24 hours prior to broadcast to call the lacrosse NCAA tournament they were hosting there. And I was like, guys, I would not feel good at accepting to do that, because you remember lacrosse was always on like Sunday mornings on ESPN. I don't even know if the games. Yeah, I don't even know that the games were live. Thinking back now, I don't think they were. I think they were replays. That's the only experience that I've ever had to lacrosse.
Sam broke the cardinal rule for sports. You say you know how to call every single sport.
Nope. I said I don't. I said, and I didn't have enough time to where like now, if you told me next Saturday I had to do a lacrosse game, I could probably do it because I'd have enough time
all week.
Exactly. And I could figure it out. But I had literally like 24 hours. And I was like, that's just not, it wouldn't be fair to the kids to give a broadcast where I would be doing the whole, and Johnson gives it to, Thompson and shoots. And, something's happening. I don't know what's happening. There's a foul. I don't know why it's a foul, but it's happening. But let's really quick recap the pick contest from last week. As it was a good week for all of us last week. As the overall standings from last week, Leroy finished with 8 points. I finished with 8 points. And America finished with 7 points. So the overall standings right now is I am back on top. I have 54. America is 53, and Leroy has 47. So more specifically on those games, Leroy and America went with Warren Central, and the Cougs said, Cougs kicked some
welcome. butt. You're welcome.
Cougs won 30-12. Yeah. Game wasn't that close. Dominated. Dominating win for the Cougs. I picked Mount Zion. Game was closer than expected, right? Mount Zion won?
They played fantastic. Look, they had a backup quarterback who never played a full game before. They played good. They lost 25-12, and one or two plays go differently. It was 17-12 at halftime, courtesy of a free field goal that ticked off every single person in Taylorville. There was a play there was 2 seconds left. No, let me hold back. There was 6 seconds left on the clock. Mount Zion threw a deep pass and made the catch. And as he went down, time expired. Apparently, the head coach on the Mount Zion side had said, when the play's done, we're calling a timeout. Which I get. You absolutely can do that. But time expired as he was hitting the ground. So, it definitely looked like he was down before the but they gave him a free play, and that made it 17-12, and then an interception to start off the third quarter kind of closed the deal. But Taylor played an absolutely fantastic game, and they're looking, despite losing our quarterback for the rest of the year, they look pretty solid against one of the best teams in the state. They've got Mount Zion has a kid who's from who's like number 3 on the tight end list, who's going to Ole Miss next year, and he is everything as advertised. Just a big hulking 6'4", 6'5" receiver, tight end type blocker dude, and he was just ragdolling our guys. I mean, it's
a different level.
It's so crazy because Sam, you and I have talked at great lengths about the differences. Like when you watch high school sports, period, you know the guys that are going to move on to the next level. There is such a difference between the guys that are going to make it to the next level and your average high school athlete. And then there are the guys that go to the top D1 schools. And those guys are just it's just fun to watch. Even on an opposing team, it's fun to watch just because of how much they dominate.
The rest of the pick contest, we all picked Texas, and the Cats almost pulled off the upset.
Close. Overtime.
Texas ended up winning in overtime. We all picked Northwestern. Got the point there. Leroy was the lone one to pick the Tops last night, and the Cardiac Tops. It's a great game.
I was worried, but they pulled it off.
Great game. Tops win in overtime. Leroy was the lone person to go with the city near West Virginia. Ha, 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 ha. What a great night at Paycor Stadium. We can talk about that here in a few minutes. We all picked the Bears. Leroy was the lone one to pick Vandy. Got the point there. We all picked the Lions. We all picked Troy, and we all picked Notre Dame. So we all got the points that way. So again, the standings now, it was 8-8-7. I'm up +1 right now in the standings. The Bengals game last week, Leroy, was pretty awesome. But something did happen that I'm not sure I've ever had happened before in a game. We talked about this on Jungle Juice. Is Mick and I, we made the comment saying that, we're at a game. We're not the type of people that will talk smack to other fans. Like, we're not going to start yelling at them or something like that. Now, we might, if they're sitting next to us, we might do like a casual, like the very like casual, like, oh, like, look at us go, or something, but never anything that would cause it to get physical. You know what I mean? So when the Steelers scored that touchdown late, I don't know if you watched the game or if anybody did. It was a great football game. Really an entertaining game. But the Steelers scored a touchdown to go up with a little over 2 minutes left. And when that happened, all of a sudden, Mick and I feel a beer being thrown on us. And it was like half a beer, but a Steeler fan had thrown a beer at us. And so we had a beer like over our arms. And the thing is we weren't yelling at these guys. We weren't doing anything. And we were like, for one, why are you throwing $15 on the ground like that? Like those are expensive. And two,
that's an expensive beer.
It's like, really? Why? Really? Like, really? Like, this is what we're going to do? I mean, if we had been yelling at you the entire game or talking smack or whatever, go for it. Whatever. But as Mick and I said, look who had the last laugh. As I proceeded.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
And you love nothing more than watching Aaron Rodgers lose. Just think, though, you were what, like 30 games away from having to wear an Aaron Rodgers jersey to Lambeau Field? What, like 30 games?
Yeah.
30 games, yeah. If only the Braves weren't complete awful. The World Series finalized. The Dodgers take on the Blue Jays.
What a game 7. What a game 7. And the nice thing about those is we get so heavy into analytics and we get so heavy into matchups and decisions. This was just a good baseball game. And I said it about the Cubs Brewers series as well. Thank God it did not come down to a runner on first and second, and somebody makes a mistake or some, there wasn't any. The Brewers won that game 7, right? Right. The Brewers won that game 7. Same thing for Seattle. Now, obviously, Seattle is going to go back and say, man, if we brought our closer in, made him do it for, maybe it would have worked out. If we walk George Spring, there's going to be a ton of situations in your head where you're going to sit there and go, man, if only we pitched different to George, we might be going to our first World Series ever. But honestly, a fantastic series between those two teams that were very, very evenly matched, and it'll be a nice little quick 4-game series for the Dodgers to take their back-to-back World Series wins. So,
was that the greatest game ever played in baseball? 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts
by a single player in our lifetime? Absolutely. I'm not going to go so far. I'm not going to go so far as to say the greatest of all time, but in our lifetime, absolutely.
Is he going to go down as the greatest person to ever play this game?
Yes, provided he stays clean, and you know what I mean by that.
The game.
He's already had one kind of scandal rock him a little bit, and he recovered nicely. Had a fantastic year this year. If he keeps clean, he's gonna be known. And honestly, we talk about Bonds and how great Bonds was, and you just wonder if.
But it's the pitching.
Yes, but it's the pitching, and that's what's going to add so much to it. We have not seen a player like Shohei since Babe Ruth in our game, and so for it's one of those things where. It's just every time, we joked about him when he was on the Angels, right? Shohei breaks this record that was set in 1913 as the Angels lose 9-3 to the Tigers. Now he's playing for the Dodgers, and it's like, man, just one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other of just monster pieces that just keep on just dominating the sport. And it's fun to watch him pitch. It's fun to watch him hit.
Do the Blue Jays have any chance?
Blue Jays will win 1.
Yeah, I say Dodgers in 5.
Blue Jays will win 1. Yep.
Dodgers in 5.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgers win 5.
I will be shocked if it goes past 5 games.
Yeah. I'd love to see the Blue Jays win it. Sorry, Steven. I think it'd be fun for baseball.
I am going to be a little bit biased and say that the Cubs would have put up a bigger fight against the Dodgers than the Brewers did. Would the Dodgers have won? Absolutely. I'm in no way, shape, or form saying that the Cubs would have beat the Dodgers, but I feel like they would have put up a bigger fight than. The Brewers. The Brewers tied a record set in 1906 with fewest hits in a playoff game.
I find
in a playoff series.
So funny how mad Cubs fans are at the Brewers just because of the damn L flag. I find it just so funny. All I can see is Cubs fans still so mad about that.
Suck it. Karma's a bitch. Suck it.
Whoa! This is a family show. Paul's ears can't hear that.
Yeah, Paul's seen male genitalia on this show. He's fine.
Yes, you did. You did. At least you finally admit it. Okay, how about Paul's?
It was a finger.
Paul's stats of the week. Okay. I don't know if this got cut off a little bit, but
fewest hits, Steven. Fewest hits in a playoff series.
The Giants kicker became the only kicker in the last 40 years to miss 2 extra points, neither of which were blocked, and a game his team lost by 1 point. The Giants kicker became the only kicker in the last 40 years to miss 2 extra points, neither of which were blocked, in a game his team lost by 1 point. There's Paul's stats of the week. The LA Dodgers name originated from the team's time in Brooklyn. Do you know how?
With the trains, right? It has something to do with the trains.
Where fans had to dodge streetcars and trolley cars to get to the games. The name was shortened from Trolley Dodgers over time, and they kept their name after moving it to LA in 1958. Do you know how the Blue Jays got their name? Yeah, Steven got it, the Trolley Dodgers. Do you know how the Blue Jays got their name?
Bird?
Well, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. The Toronto Blue Jays baseball team got its name from a public contest in 1976 where Blue Jays was the winning suggestion with 154 people submitting the name. The name was chosen partly because, and then Paul Stat was cut off. I don't know if I didn't get it.
What were some of I wonder what some of the other choices were.
Paul, do you know off of that? But it was cut off the rest of your stat there for that.
I want to know what some of the other choices were for that.
I would be interested as to what some of the other choices were for that. But those are Paul's facts/stats of the week as we go into the World Series.
Beavers, Bisons, Towers, Blizzards, Borealis, Canadians, and Clippers. Those are the choices.
There is nothing that drives me crazier. Lipscomb is an example of that. They're the Bisons. That's grammatically incorrect.
Bison, right? It should just be get rid of the S.
Correct.
Yes.
Like you don't drive down.
We don't find too much that irritates Sam, but we got one right there.
Like you don't drive down the street and see the damn deers. You see them deer?
No, the mooses. The mooses.
The meese.
The Mises.
Mm-hmm.
Mises. That's right.
No, because I remember. So when WKU baseball played Lipscomb, I remember my first year at Western. I remember I went to the game, and I think I showed up late. And I looked at the scoreboard, and it said they're playing the Bisons. And I was like, why did they misspell that? And I later learned that's what Lipscomb calls themselves. They're not the Bison, they're the Bisons. And I've had a grudge against Lipscomb ever since, to the point where I remember last year Kentucky played Lipscomb, and I think I tweeted something, and one of the UK sports writers that follows me was like, "Thank you, I'm not the only one." And I was like, yes, shout out to you, Mark Story.
Toronto almost picked Blues and Blue Sox as well.
We've got enough socks.
Yeah, I know.
We've got enough socks. You got your player?
I do. Let's get to it. All right, you guys know how this works. I'm going to give you a player here. And all you got to do is tell me who it is. Usually a birthday boy, and that's certainly the case today. Hold on, though. I got to.
Is it 2 Chainz?
It is not 2 Chainz.
It's 2 Chainz' birthday today.
All right, here we go. So, Hall of Famer, MVP, Rookie of the Year, 10-time All-Star, 10-time Gold Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger, 2-time batting title, All-Star MVP.
See, at first I saw 51. That was Randy Johnson, wasn't he? Oh, I know who this is. Okay, I know who it is. Now that we're saying this, I believe he turned 52 today. Is that right?
Correct.
Speaking of Shohei.
Ready for the next slide?
Mm-hmm. I know this, yeah.
3,000 hits, 117 home runs, 500 stolen bases, 1,420 runs, 311, 355, 402, 757, and a career WAR of 60. Have the comments gotten it yet?
No one in the comments has yet. But
all right.
Yes, I am aware as to who it is.
And then we're going to keep on going, although this should give it away here.
Steven has gotten it. Oh, he was born in Japan? What?
Crazy, man. He debuted at the age of 27. Can I just point out that he hit this is insane. Really, when you think about it, he debuted at the age of 27. And looking at those numbers again, think about that at the age of 27 debuting with that. That's what he did coming in, right? Immediately, 242 hits in year 1. MVP, Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger.
How many straight 200 hit seasons did he have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's unbelievable.
10.
Unbelievable.
And then it hit 184 and 11.
Only?
Yeah, right. Only 184. Like it is insane to me. And then also completely related to that, look at the strikeout numbers.
It's so small we can't see it.
Oh, sorry. His most strikeouts in a season were 71. Nope, 77. He struck out 77 times in 07. That's the most in one season. All right, for him. And that's just crazy to me. When you think about the numbers now and the mentality of home run or strikeout, for Ichiro to be as good as he was and to have the most strikeouts of 77, one of the best pure hitters in our game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And honestly, if he wouldn't have come as late as he was, he might have passed Pete Rose. It'd have been close. It'd have been close.
Oh, yeah.
It'd have been close. Him and Pete would be right up there at the top.
And you think about what he did as far as opening up the game for future Japanese players. I mean, dude was a beast.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever got to see him play in person.
I think I might have saw him once.
Yeah, I don't think.
But there were certain batters that you knew just to you couldn't showboat. You had to. Joey Votto was a good example of that. You did not waste time with when Joey was up to the plate. And I'm trying to think of some other guys like this year PCA, for example. Not a guy that you mess around when you're running down the base paths.
Oh,
like
Ellie.
Ichiro did it. Right. Ichiro did it every year though. And that's what's insane. Even what a couple years ago he threw the opening pitch and threw it like 94 miles an hour.
Yeah. At older than you are now.
At the age of like 50 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. You could barely even drive 94 miles per hour, let alone throw it. What's the fastest you could ever throw it? Do you know?
I threw in the mid 50s, low 60s.
Okay.
At my best.
I don't even know that I was ever like at my quote unquote prime that I was ever clocked. Yeah, but where are all the home runs, says Grayson. Oh, Grayson decides to pop in here. I like Grayson. Grayson, I'm not sure has ever left a comment on our stream, and this is the one he drops in here. My goodness.
But listen, it's not in 2025. Ichiro's not as good, right? Because the game has changed a whole lot, and it's disappointing. It's disappointing because when you look at what he was able to do as far as just being able to get a hit when it matters, that's a big element of the game that's missing now. Of playing small ball, of trying to think about bunting, of getting that run across. Because at the end of the day, it's about scoring the runs, right? So what made Moneyball so great? They didn't care about getting on base. Oh, Steven, you could have hit 90. Come on now. You're so modest.
90 kilometers?
You're so modest, my friend.
90 kilometers?
90 kilometers.
Yeah, no, we don't need to talk about bunting. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to talk about bunting, Leroy.
What are you on?
I mean, the analytics say you should never bunt. Never. That's one thing that the analytics are pretty open about, is that bunting is because it's giving free outs, and you should never give a free out. Steve says he could have hit 90 batters. I believe that.
Agree to disagree, my friend.
I do believe. Well, you can agree to disagree. I'm just going off the stats. I'm totally messed. Can't stand the hitting approach in the MLB. What are your tidbits?
All right, let's get to it. Darryl Strawberry announced an update on his wife Tracy, who's battling early stage cancer. Four-time World Series champion, who also played for the Dodgers, Giants, Mets, asked for prayers earlier this week after Tracy faced a setback. He just posted today that she is doing all right and is much, much better. Curt Cignetti and Indiana football have agreed to terms on a new 8-year contract with an average annual compensation of about $11.6 million. New contract runs through November 30th of 2023. Boy, talk about a perfect fit. Indiana and Cignetti, he's turned that program completely around. It's been fantastic to see. Let's see. Jamar Chase.
It's completely guaranteed, too.
Right. Jamar Chase set a Cincinnati Bengals record in his second game with Joe Flacco, 16 receptions in one game, the most in a game in Bengals history.
I love he was targeted 23 times in that game, and he had one drop. And since you didn't watch the game, you didn't see it. But it's really funny. He had the drop later in the game, like in the second half, and they zoomed in on Flacco, and Flacco goes, like he was like, the man's human? Like he had been literally catching everything the entire game, and it was like, what? This is really funny.
Sportsbooks has flagged dozens of suspicious bets made by gamblers repeatedly wagering against the same small conference teams in at least 11 men's college basketball games over 6 weeks last season. What? Issues with gambling? No. Say it's not so, my friend. Blue Jays have made the World Series for the first time since 1993. Mariners are the only team not to make the World Series. I turned on ESPN to watch college football and immediately shut it off because James Franklin is now an analyst on the sideline, and I don't know if it was for just that day or if
he was on College Game Day for a one-day thing.
Okay, I thank you, because I turned it off immediately because I was not about to subject myself to watching that horror show. No one deserves to have to listen to James Franklin talk. Kevin Durant has agreed to a 2-year, $90 million
no one ever
contract
hates
extension.
me as much as you hate James Franklin. I mean, it's borderline unhealthy. Like, have you considered therapy?
You literally feel that way about. You feel that way about Anthony Rizzo. Don't even start with me.
Yeah, but it's justified for him. He hates kids. I timed that up perfectly just for you. Just for you. Nailed it.
I'm sorry.
And see, the ironic part is James Franklin is the former Penn State head coach, and we know how Penn State feels about children.
Okay, I got to go. Kevin Durant signed a 2-year, $90 million contract extension with the Houston Rockets. University of Florida is firing head coach Billy Napier. Browns took on the Dolphins this week. Boy, has that team quit on Tua. Of course, when you throw your whole entire offensive line under the bus, you wonder why he got killed every single play of the game. Do the Dolphins have a new head coach next year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's a lame duck. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Doug Martin, former All-Pro running back for the Buccaneers, has passed away this week. Denver Nuggets guard Christian Braun has agreed to a 5-year, $125 million rookie contract extension with the franchise. Mike Evans broke his collarbone. He'll be out mostly toward the end of the year. He's hoping to be back if the Buccaneers make a deep playoff run. Florida Panthers Brad Marchand's first game back in Boston. He said, quote, Bruins fans won't be able to cheer because they don't like the Panthers very much. Maybe they'll like me enough to give a little yay or something.
Completely made that name up.
There are people who watch who do like hockey.
I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying. That's the best part about when you talk about hockey. You could completely make up those names.
It'd be the equivalent of if Joey Votto went to Toronto and the Blue Jays played at Cincinnati. That's what that was. Okay. The guy was beloved. The guy was beloved for his city in Boston. I think he's a tool, but that's just me.
Whoa.
Los Angeles Angels are hiring Kurt Suzuki as the manager.
I think that's a good hire.
They are trying to reach that Japanese market. That's a big reason why I think they grabbed him, is because they're trying to reach the Japanese market. The NFL announced today that they are moving its Pro Bowl festivities to Super Bowl week beginning this February. The latest adjustment for the All-Star event that became a flag football game a few years ago. They can do everything they want to this thing. It's not gonna make it. Is there anything they can do to save the Pro Bowl?
No.
Right?
Paul needs fantasy hockey help too.
I got you, Paul. You got to message me so I can help you. Washington Commanders' Jaden Daniels will not play in Monday night's game against the Chiefs. Marcus Mariota will get the start. And speaking of injuries, Jets quarterback Tyrod Taylor, who had a chance to start Sunday versus the Bengals, is now considered day-to-day with a knee injury, which means Mr. No Interceptions, Justin Fields, will get the start.
Not yet. They haven't officially named a starter. I think it's still going to be Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
Or what I learned, it's actually Tyrod Taylor.
Of course it is.
Everybody calls him Tyrod.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss the memo or something.
Well, it's like I learned, and this is kind of off topic, but Denzel Washington, you know, obviously you know who that is. I saw a reel about him. It is actually pronounced Denzel.
Denzel.
Do you know why he's Denzel though?
Because he never corrected anyone?
No. So
okay.
He is Denzel the second or the third or something like that, and his dad was Denzel Sr. or whatever it is. That part doesn't matter. But his mom, every single time when she needed one of them, would always go, Denzel, and yell, and they'd both pop their heads out and say, what? Like, what do you need? So finally she got sick of it, and she's like, screw it. You're Denzel and you're Denzel. And that's why he's Denzel Washington. I saw that reel, and I was like, that's a fun story. It's like, I like that.
Almost done here. Tennessee baseball coach Tony Vitello is finalizing a deal to become the next manager of the Giants. Vitello won the 2024 College World Series, transforming the University of Tennessee into a powerhouse. He'll be the first manager in baseball history to jump directly from college to the bigs without any pro baseball experience. This is either going to be the greatest thing ever or the biggest disaster, and there will be no in between.
Firecracker, too.
Hothead?
He is a firecracker, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I look forward to his first ejection then. No, John, we skipped all the Colts talk because no one cares about them beating bottom feeders. Sorry. No one cares about them beating bottom feeders. Wow. The NBA started last night and it's going through tonight. They have their first games. I would just like to point out, completely unrelated, but Brooks Barnhizer played for Northwestern last year, is playing for in the NBA, and he's the first Northwestern guy to play on an opening night in like 15 years. So kudos to them.
I think Kentucky has
the playoffs are set for NASCAR as the final 8 are set. Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott. The bottom 4 will be eliminated this week after the race this week. So, again, that list is Chase Briscoe in first, Denny Hamlin in second, Christopher Bell in third, Kyle Larson in fourth, and then the cutoff. And then William Byron, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott. Of course, Joey Logano is not going to win because it's an even year, and he only wins on – or an odd year, and he only wins on even years. So,
and those are your tidbits. Alrighty, time now for here's a guy where I'm going to give – right on cue, John says it. Where I'm going to give Leroy some former Bears players, and he's got to get them. You said I've gotten too hard, so I think I took a step back and made this a little bit easier.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So these were all on the Bears a certain year. I don't even remember what year it was, but it's in the last 5, 6, 7 years or something like that.
Yep.
So would you like your number?
They play two. But Paul, they play in Indy this year, so they'll actually win. The Colts can't win in Tennessee. That's how that works.
Well, they play both since they're in the division. They do home and homes.
Right, but this game is in Indy. So
here's number 2. Who is this?
It's Musa Muhammad, isn't it? See, I want to say it's DJ, but it doesn't look like DJ. Maybe it is, and I'm just an idiot. Could very well be the case as well.
I mean,
I'm going to go with Musa Muhammad.
Musa Muhammad, is that your final answer?
Unfortunately.
I haven't used that in a while. That is DJ Moore.
God dang it, man.
DJ Moore.
I suck. All right, let's go to 4.
My goodness. Number 4, says Leroy. Number 4. Wikipedia not too friendly to this guy. Like, this is one of the worst Wikipedia pictures. It's blurry.
They couldn't even give him like an in focus picture.
And this guy's not bad either, which I was kind of
What am I
surprised. I was like,
supposed to
my
do
goodness,
with that?
Wikipedia. I mean, you could see him.
Well,
at
yes,
least.
but it's not even in focus, man. Like, what are we doing?
Like, would that have helped you?
John, insert John making a Tennessee joke here in about 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Who is this?
What do we think, comment section? What do we think?
This guy, in fact, you were mentioning. Okay, no, he has not played with the. He played 1 year with the Bears. He's a Titan, so he sucks. Paul says he looks familiar.
That's what
he did play.
Too.
He was a Colt at one point. He was on their practice squad.
Oh, well, there you go, Malone. Look at that.
This would be Deontay Foreman.
I know that name. Couldn't pick him out of the lineup, but I know that name.
Well, clearly you can't since you see his face. Would you like 1 or 3?
1, my friend.
Number 1. Who is this? Who is this?
That's a token. That's Pete Crow Armstrong when he played for Colorado.
He does kind of look like Pete Crow Armstrong a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Who is this? Who is this? Do you know who this is?
Nope,
this is Tyson Bagent.
Is it really?
That is Tyson Bagent.
Wow.
Is that a Ram logo? No, that's his. Where did he go to college again? Paul got it, Bagent.
Oh, it's from D2 school, man.
Marymount State or Fremont State. It's in West Virginia.
He went to Shepherd University.
Okay, I was not even close. Not even close. And your last one this week, Leroy, is this guy. Now here's a guy. Who is this? Will you get any
as
this
a wide
week?
receiver?
Is it?
No, I don't know.
I'm gonna be nice to you. That's not a wide receiver.
I think he needs a different number.
No, he doesn't. What other position wears that number?
Tight ends.
When
was the last time we had a black tight end?
Oh, sorry, Leroy. Steven got it.
Oh, my gosh. Swole McSwollerson.
You're a big Swole McSwollerson fan, aren't you?
Rookie of the year and back in 2015.
This is... Do you know?
No, go ahead.
Mercedes
Paul
Lewis.
Is Michael Bennett.
Mercedes Lewis. Remember him?
0 for 4 today. Brilliant.
0 for 4.
Brilliant.
Dang, and I thought
Was that 2020, 2022, 2023?
2023. Mercedes Lewis is that guy. All righty. Time for a little bit of play clock segment.
That was
Here
brutal.
Where we get to ask or answer. Why do you get into the big screen? That's not what we want. All righty. Would you like to ask or answer?
I will ask first.
Okay.
All right. Sam, I've got a simple question. Because you're younger than I am, so this impacts you a little bit more than it impacts me. A little bit younger.
Much younger.
It's very simple. Toy Story or Shrek? Defend.
Absolutely not. I refuse to answer that. That is like telling me to pick Jamar Chase or Joe Burrow. No, I will not. I will not answer that question. I am not picking between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Those are two of my... I mean, you are hitting my age group there perfectly.
I know. That's why I picked the question.
I refuse. I will not... that is... I mean, both are classics.
Surprise, surprise, Paul. Yeah, another question that Sam deflects.
They're classics.
Another question that Sam deflects.
I guess a slight edge to Toy Story. But both are classics. That's picking over. You'd pick Burrow over your dad. Yes, I would. 100%, Steven. 100%. And my dad knows that. He knows that. Absolutely.
Be fine with it. Go with my blessing, child. Go with my blessing.
My dad would probably pick Joe Burrow over me, and I'd be mad if he didn't, honestly. Okay, I've got 20 questions from ChatGPT, Leroy. 1 to 20.
19.
Okay, I haven't read these yet.
Oh, great.
Oh. Pick it. I don't like that question. Pick a different one. I'm using
20 then. 20.
Okay. Is it though, Steven? Is it
Duval?
If you could swap lives with anyone for 24 hours, but they know you did it, who is your target?
They know I did it? Paul Skeens. Absolutely. I mean, have you seen his girlfriend? I would go Paul Skeens. I mean, listen. Let's be real here for a second. Paul Skeens does not know I exist, and that's fine. We keep it that way. So even if he knew that I took over his body, it's not like he could come find me. It's completely good. Plus, I mean, let's be real here. It's Paul Skeens. Girlfriend's pretty fine. So that's my answer. I go with Paul Skeens.
Look, Paul Skeens all of a sudden ends up in Taylorville, Illinois, as a news director.
No, because in the first 5 minutes, I'm like, yes, I'd like to transfer $500,000 over to this account right here. And
now, Paul, are you more glad he didn't pick you because you don't want to be him, or you don't want him to be you? That's the real question here. That's the real question that I need to know: is which side of this is you're doing? Livy is.
I wouldn't even know what to do if I was. I wouldn't even know what to do if I was Paul Reeves. Like,
oh
no, I wouldn't know what to do if I was Paul Reeves. I know what to do with Livy Dunn. All right, let's be real here for a second.
Right. Now, do I need to mute you? Do I need to mute you?
Now listen. Do you have any kids?
Last time I checked, I don't.
So clearly, I do know at least a little bit about what to do. Okay.
I could live a life being that short.
Oh, jeez.
You've never had couldn't live a life being that short. Wow.
It's not that bad. You don't realize you're short unless you're standing among other people.
Unless you're standing next to a Stephen Smith.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You and Steven would be like twins. You'd be like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
But could you live at that bold? That is a question. It is quite bold. Quite bold. Okay, I'm ready for your question.
All right, Sam. So it got me thinking when we were talking about James Franklin as an analyst. So my question for you is quite simple. Is there any broadcaster that you see broadcasting a game and you're just like, nope, I'll just watch it on mute, or I'll pick a different broadcaster to announce it?
I mean, the guy that I don't love, I don't know that I necessarily mute him, and I'm thankful that he does Big Ten games, so therefore I don't ever have to listen to him, is Gus Johnson. I get a little sick of Gus Johnson. I don't know that I mute him, but I do get a little bit sick of Gus Johnson, and thankfully, since he does just Big Ten games, I don't really ever have to worry about him because he doesn't do anything.
Most of the time, yeah.
Greg Olsen, I completely disagree.
Whoa!
I think he's fantastic.
Whoa! Greg Olsen is loads better than Tom Brady.
Steve, this is Jimmy Dykes. Jimmy Dykes, I have a love-hate with Jimmy Dykes. He can be good, but sometimes Jimmy can get a little nothing wrong with being short, says
hey, thanks, Dad. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad he can lie to you.
Now listen, okay. Here's a guy who loves Patrick Mahomes. All right, here's a guy.
1 to 18, Leroy.
2.
Number 2. Okay, I haven't read this one yet. In fact, I'm not like whatever it is, you're doing it. Okay, not even okay. I've not read it at all. Okay, ready. And what's something you've never said out loud that would immediately change how people see you if you did? You can pass on that question if you want. I'll allow you to pass it. Do you want to pass?
Yeah, let's go 3.
Okay, if you could instantly master one skill, but you would have to forget another one forever, what trade are you making?
I'd be the most perfect broadcaster ever. I'd give up my music.
Cop out.
What do you mean cop out?
You're already a broadcaster.
Yes, but I'm an awful one. So I'd be an even better person on the mic and give up my guitar playing. Oh, I
Could
do.
you?
The F I do, Paul.
I think he's talking about Aikman.
Oh, let's see. No, I got 5 seconds. Let me see. If I got to do something else, and let's see what it is.
I'll let the comment section say if that's a cop out or not. I think it's a little bit of one.
No, but we could always be better broadcasters.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm not saying, but I'm saying like part of me would want to be like a world-class chef. Like, I think that'd be really fun. John says it's a cop out.
Okay. All right. Then, all right. That's fine. I would want
give
to
up
learn.
Music. Give up music. What would you want to do if you could never do music again?
To be a car mechanic. To be a perfect car mechanic.
Woo. Okay.
Be able to decipher,
there you go. Okay.
To be able to decipher anything wrong with a vehicle and to be able to figure out how to fix it.
Okay. See, I'm trying to think, what skill do I have? Don't know how much musician he is, but generally those types are pretty serious about. Oh, he is. You're a pretty serious musician.
I play 11 instruments, Stephen.
Mm-hmm. I see. Like, I'm trying to think, what skill do I have? I don't really know that I have many skills at all, Leroy. I mean, like, what do I have that I could give up? I'm a great person. I'd give up being a great person.
Give up your narcissism?
No, I can't do that, Leroy.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
No. I mean, what else would I have in my life?
This show has been fantastic tonight.
What else would I have in my life? My goodness. What else would I have? Speaking of that, do you have any autographs?
These are the hardest autographs that we've done. I'll tell you that much right now.
I will tell you, too. The question I passed on was, if you had to convince aliens to spare Earth with one PowerPoint presentation, what's the first slide? Just didn't love that.
Thank you. Thank you for skipping it. Thank you. Okay, so there is a theme for autographs, and I will tell you, they're all baseball players that played this year. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm prefacing that by saying they're all baseball players that played this year, and there's a theme with all of them.
Well, see, here, before you put that up there, Paul says, got to give up the Bengals. Would you give up the Cubs to be a master at any skill?
No.
I don't think I'd give up the Bengals, yeah.
No.
What about Northwestern?
I can't. Yeah. But it'd be tough.
What skill would you want then? Would it be car mechanic?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. See, like, I don't think I could give up UK to be a good car mechanic, even though it would be very helpful to be able to know what the hell's going on. George Springer?
George Springer did.
Not Vlad, it was George Springer. Okay, you got your autographs. Here in a couple of minutes, we're going to have our pick contest, too, for this week. Big Coug game happen up, Leroy. Big Coug game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
All right, here we go. Listen, it's small on the side, but I'll tell you what the side says.
Yeah,
the left fielder for the Washington Nationals. He was born in 2002. He's drafted by the San Diego Padres and went to IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, where a lot of the MLB guys have gone to IMG Academy.
The left fielder for the freaking Washington Nationals?
Yes, his debut is July 1st, 2024, and the number 221 is important. The number 221 is important.
In what regard?
That's the theme. I'm not telling you what that is.
Paul,
That's
you're
the
the one
theme.
that you're our NL East guy. Who the hell is the Nationals left fielder?
That's the theme. 221.
Ryan Zimmerman? I'm trying to even think how many Nationals I can even name. Max Scherzer? He's not on there. Bryce Harper?
Bryce Harper plays for the Phillies.
Would you have gotten this?
No.
I don't know
No.
the left fielder is for the Nationals. I do not know this. Once Paul says he doesn't know, then I'm... Steven says John. Is that right?
It is not John.
Mm-hmm. It is James Wood, isn't it?
It is James Wood. Correct.
Good job, Paul. Good job, Paul.
James
okay.
Wood.
Yep.
Okay.
I at least know that name now. Okay.
So here is the second one, and the number is 201.
And you're not giving us Jack.
That's 221, 201. That's
Carlos Delgado.
This guy played for the Detroit Tigers this year.
Tarek Skubal. I'm trying to think how many Tigers I can even name.
Hey, now that's not fair. They had a really good year this year.
Miguel Cabrera. Cecil Fielder.
He batted .258 this year, 36 home runs, 111 RBIs, and 155 hits.
The guy that went to... Did he go to Florida?
Yeah.
I know who it is then. So, I know who it is. I know who it is.
How did
I
you
just
do
don't remember
that?
his name. I don't remember his name. He went to Florida.
How did you do that, though?
It's not Turkelson. It's he was their best hitter. I just know he went to Florida.
I'm impressed, man.
Riley Green. Yep. That's it, isn't it?
Paul's 2 for 2.
Yep.
Here's the third one.
I like that I know what college he went to, but don't know his name.
I am legit impressed. Here's 197.
These how many hits they had this year?
No.
Okay, can you give us a team on this?
Phillies.
Is that Schwarber?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Now, what's the theme? 197, 201, and 221. Riley Green, Wood, and Schwarber.
I got absolutely nothing.
So some of the other guys that
Schwarber went to Indiana, Riley Green went to Florida, James Wood, you said went to the IMG Academy. Is that no, they didn't have that many RBIs, John.
So other guys that were in this category include Eugenio Suarez, Rafael Devers, Randy Arozarena, Ryan McMahon, and Cal Raleigh. In that order.
Well, it's not RBIs. I mean, obviously.
Nope.
It's not OPS.
Nope.
I have no idea.
221, 201, 197.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Strikeouts.
Oh.
Struck out 221 times this year.
Yeah.
Think back. And the reason I'm saying that is think back to our Ichiro conversation. Ichiro had 77 in his worst year. Bro had 221. Has the game changed?
John.
Has the game changed dramatically?
Yeah, and a lot. I'm interested as to how much of that is pitching is just so much better than it was.
And I'm not arguing against that. And we've talked before about how they need to make it a little bit more even. And if that means lowering the pitching mound a little bit, then so be it. But Oh, I know. Tony's a different breed, man. Like some of those guys are just different breeds. But yeah,
alrighty,
good job.
time to hop into the pick contest for this week. Again, the overall standings: I'm in first, but a tight lead. I have 54, America has 53, and Leroy has 47. The first game this week
I got you, Paul. Hold on.
And Leroy, you're the only one making this pick. America will pick the Taylorville game for this week. But Leroy, the 4-4 Cougs have senior night, and they will host the 3-5 Bowling Green Purples.
Sam,
what?
Take a guess on how many strikeouts you think was the worst for Tony Gwynn.
42.
40.
40.
In 1988, Tony Gwynn struck out 40 times. He batted .313 that year.
Just a different game.
He batted .313. 40.
So we've got the Bowling Green Purples at 3-5. Leroy hosts or are traveling to the Cougars here at beautiful Litchfield, Kentucky, to face the Cougs of Grayson at 4-4. Leroy, do you have Grayson County?
Y'all better get him, man. Go Cougs. Y'all better get him.
Are you picking the Cougs?
I am. It's at home. Go Cougars. Absolutely. Let's go. Y'all need to freaking win this game.
Well,
I know there's no shot in heck, but let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the spread on that game is probably 36.5.
I don't care. Let's go.
Listen, hey, I hope you're right. Listen, if you're right, Leroy, there might not be a podcast next week because there might not be a Grayson County next week. They might just fold up. They might just be like, it's done. Nope, we're done. Yep.
If y'all listen, I bet against them too much this year. Going with the Cougars.
Yeah. Okay. What's our Taylorville travels to Civic Memorial? Is that right? You are right in spelling it, Paul. Set it up for us. America's picking this one with me.
So Taylorville is taking on Civic Memorial football this week. Taylorville needs a win to secure a playoff spot. They are 4-4, I think. Civic's 2-6. Civic's 2-6. Yes, Taylorville's 4-4. Civic is 2-6. Civic beat Jersey 21-7, but lost 5 in a row before that game against Jersey.
What is Civic's nickname?
The game is at Civic.
What is Civic's nickname?
They are the Eagles.
So Eagles against Tornadoes. I'm going to take Taylorville.
Yep.
I'm going to take Taylorville. John is picking Taylorville. Steven is picking the Tornadoes. Looks like America's pick will be the Tornadoes of Taylorville on this one. Taylorville Tornadoes is America's pick for this game. Leroy, it is what used to be referred to as the Bourbon Barrel Battle, or the Battle of the Bourbon Barrel. I don't remember what they call it. As Kentucky hosts the Vols of Tennessee. Leroy, who you got? You got the Cats or the Vols?
Vols will win that game.
I puke a little bit when I say it, but Tennessee wins.
I know.
Tennessee wins that game. America, make sure to leave your pick in the comment section. John is picking the Vols. Steven is picking the Vols by 75. And I would assume Paul is also picking the Vols in this game. Even though it's in Lexington, there's not much hope for this. Paul's picking Cooper Flag. No points to the first half of the first game. Interesting, Paul. Paul's also picking Tennessee. Okay, big Northwestern game, Leroy. They traveled to Nebraska.
I would just like to point out that even if we lose this game, this is a team that was predicted to finish 17th in the Big Ten this year. They are currently tied for third place in the Big Ten. Okay. And that's pretty freaking awesome considering where they were when they started off this year. All right. Northwestern comes into the game 3-1, 5-2 overall. Nebraska comes in 2-2, 5-2. So both teams trying to clinch a bowl game. Nebraska hasn't gone to a bowl game in a while. Northwestern hasn't gone in 4 years. So
Nebraska wins.
I'm gonna go with Northwestern because Northwestern.
Is that a homer? Is that a homer pick?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I respect it.
100%.
Paul's picking Northwestern. I'm picking Nebraska. Do you like anybody?
No, I like you.
I was gonna say, do you though? I don't think so.
No, because they think they're the real NU, and they're not the real NU.
That?
We are the real NU.
America is Northwestern unanimously. Yes, Paul, you are right. The fake Patrick Mahomes does play for Nebraska. No WKU game this week since they played last night, so they don't play again until next Saturday.
Yep.
Leroy, the Bengals host the JETS Jets on Sunday at Paycor Stadium for Ring of Honor Day. You got the Bengals.
How sad are you going to be if they lose this game?
There will not be a podcast
because the Jets don't have a win yet.
They don't.
Paul, you and I are hosting the pod. Paul, you and I are doing the podcast next week. It's going to be fantastic.
Here's the best part about that, Leroy, is if I don't do it, you don't have the ability to log into the system, so you'd have to set up a new system and everything and do it.
Hello, yes, we're live on the makeshift version of From the Press Box after Sam's throwing a giant hissy fit as the Bengals. Come on now.
I'm picking the Bengals as well. Steven says the Chase has 30 catches. That would be unbelievable. Yeah, not playing Joe Flacco this week's not a great week to be playing him, Paul. Which is, again, a wild statement to say. A month and a half ago, just imagine, Paul, that you would have just said these two comments. I got to play Joe Flacco in fantasy, and I'm not happy about it.
No, there's no way. No, you're ridiculous.
Yeah, Brown?
No.
Yeah. Paul's also going to pick the Bengals, so America's pick. The Bears travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
What a weird matchup, because the Bears are 4-2. Ravens are 1-5. It's just weird. I can't tell you the last, and guys that are big AFC fans, when's the last time the Ravens were this awful? Because it's got to have been. It has to have been quite a while since the Ravens were.
Man, it's been a while.
He didn't practice this week, John.
He practiced today.
Okay. Well, he didn't practice earlier this week.
He was limited today. Oh, boy.
But I'm trying to think of when the last time the Ravens were this bad.
I'm betting on Lamar playing. I'm taking the Ravens. What do you take?
John says not in his lifetime. Let's take a look. I'll go Ravens too, but let's take a look.
How about Paul saying something nice about the Bears? Ravens, America's pick, though.
So the Ravens finished 5-11 in 2015. They finished 8-9 in 2021. Their worst season was they've been 5-11 twice. 4-12 their inaugural year. 1996 they were 4-12.
I'm picking our first game of the week here this week. And you know what? I kind of want to do this one. I am, since I'm still in first place, so I get to make the first game of the week pick. I'm going to pick a disgusting one because I love picking disgusting ones, Leroy. The ever famous ACC matchup as California travels to face Virginia Tech. Because there's nothing that says Atlantic Coast Conference matchup.
Dude, he does need to get DJ. DJ's going to get traded. DJ's
Leroy,
absolutely going to get traded.
California at
Cal.
Virginia Tech. Who do you got?
I'll take Cal.
I'll take Virginia Tech. Cal doesn't play good coming to the East Coast. You know that, Leroy.
I know, but I'm trying to make up games.
Can you name anything about either one of those schools?
No. Are you kidding me?
Do you know their nicknames?
Virginia's the Hokies, right?
Okay. Steven got that yet. Virginia Tech is the Hokies.
Okay.
What's Cal?
Okay.
Virginia Tech is America's pick too.
Who are the Bearcats? Is that UCLA?
That's Cincinnati.
Oh, I don't know.
Golden Bears. Golden Bears. Steven is right. The Golden Bears of Cal. Mm-hmm. UCLA is the Bruins. What's your first game of the week?
I knew that. Good grief. Okay. We'll go number 25, Michigan at Michigan State University. I know you hate Big Ten matchups, so I'm doing it.
I want real football games to pick, like Cal at Virginia Tech. That's real football, Leroy. That's real.
Oh,
football.
Yeah.
Real football games happening there. Okay, this is an NBC. I'm going to take Michigan. Steven is taking Tom Izzo to win the game. I respect that. So Michigan State.
Spectacular.
Who is your pick?
Good job. MSU.
Oh, okay. What is America's pick here for this one? So we have one vote for Michigan State. John, we still have another pick to make. Michigan is Paul's pick. So John picks Michigan, so Michigan is America's
No.
pick.
Why would I pick Colts? Y'all are going to crush Tennessee. What's the point of me picking that game, bro?
Do I do another Georgia Southern game? I kind of want to. I'm tempted to.
Oh, Sam.
What, do you not want that?
No.
What do I want to pick here? So I'm doing a good scroll through here.
He did, Steven. He absolutely did.
They did. Yes. Because that guy's been playing in the G League too for 3 years. He was
not happy either.
You want Big Ten games, Leroy? I'm going to give you a disgusting Big Ten game since that's what you want.
Oh,
Purdue. Rutgers travels to Purdue.
I knew you were going to do freaking Rutgers Purdue.
Rutgers travels to Purdue.
That's so gross.
You want Big Ten? I'm going to give you Big Ten, you. Rutgers at Purdue. Who do you want?
Are you proud of yourself?
Yes,
Are
very
you proud of yourself? Yeah, Rutgers. Good grief. Awful. Purdue looks awful. Awful football. Ugh.
I'm tempted to pick Purdue. I'm going to go with Rutgers, though. I'm going to go with Rutgers. Steven is picking Purdue. Steven's watching the film on this matchup all week, though. I know.
You've been watching that tape? You're gonna need a bath, man. Ooh, that's filthy.
John is picking Rutgers. Paul, break the tie. Break the tie.
The Thursday guy is picking Rutgers. Shocking.
Wish they could both lose, says Paul. That's not one of the options. You got to pick one of them to win.
It's not NFL.
Rutgers. So Rutgers. Oh, we're going all in on Rutgers. Okay. What's your last pick?
The Green Bay Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in what is going to be one of the worst games of all time between two franchises that didn't exist.
It's in Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Leroy,
Aaron Rodgers faces his old team.
Leroy, I've said it once. I'll say it 1,000 times. Pittsburgh Steelers could be facing the Taliban, and I'd pick the Taliban. Go Packers. Go Pack Go. And are you going to say the same thing?
And I've told you 1,000 times, if the Lord said, listen, you need to root for Green Bay in order to get into heaven,
you'd be going to hell.
Pastor, I love you. Pastor, I love you very much, but I will stamp my ticket down south. I will go Pittsburgh Steelers.
America, what's your pick for Packers Steelers? Paul's picking the Packers.
Paul says Packers easily. Paul says Packers easily.
Steelers are not good.
No, they're not. But no one knows that the Packers are good.
I think they are.
They've had some weird losses. Like, no one knows that the Packers are good.
I think they are. Steven is picking the Packers.
Yeah, well, Jordan
Packers
Love
is
can jump
America's
off a cliff.
pick. Wow. Leroy will be happy. Either the Packers get embarrassed or Rodgers does. Micah Parsons is about to eat. Packers and Steelers both play down to competition. The Steelers win. The Steelers win is America's pick. I do love that Leroy did just have to pick Aaron Rodgers, though, to win a football game.
They both suck so bad.
Packers are good. Steelers are overrated. It's that simple.
Oh, shocker. The Cincinnati Bengals fan thinks the Steelers are overrated.
I said it on Jungle Juice last week. Mick was like, I don't think so. And then after the game, he's like, no, you're right. Like, yeah. Yes, I was.
Oh, great. Mick needs to inflate that ego.
Yes, of course. I'm always right. I may be left-handed, but I'm always right. Had to just let that one marinate for you there a little bit.
Was that good? Feel better?
Taylorville favored against Civic Memorial.
Yeah. Taylorville Taylorville should win fairly easily, even with a backup quarterback. I will be extremely shocked if they lose that game.
Mama call him Denzel, I'll call him Denzel, says Steven. I appreciate that takeaway. The Grayson County game against Bowling Green, not great. Speaking of that, Steven, I was going to message you. I messaged your son. He didn't respond to me today. I messaged him yesterday, and he did. So if you can have your son respond to my text message, that would be phenomenal, Steven. Yeah, we're running down crew members, and I'm in the need of
not what this show is for.
It is. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you if I need to, because
you do that on your own time.
The Cougs, we're running down so we have 4 crew members on our crew. One of them is in the band, and 2 of them do academic team. And late last week, the academic team picked up an away overnight trip in Eastern Kentucky. So I'm down to 1 crew member. So I've been scrambling all week, and I messaged Eli, his son, yesterday and said, hey, can you do it? And he says, I'll let you know ASAP. He'll be watching baseball. I know you will, Steven. But if you just let Eli know to see if he can message me in the morning, or if he's still awake right now, that would be appreciative. And if he can't, no big deal. I just want to know whether he can or can't, so I can find somebody to run our camera on Friday night. Leroy, do you want to come run the camera?
We have our Sure. We have our playoff show on Saturday. It is, let me see if I can get this right. It is the Prairie Farms Playoff Pigskin Preview Show.
Why don't you call it a production?
Prairie Farms Playoff. I should. Prairie Farms Playoff Pigskin Preview Production Show. There you go. That works.
No. Just get rid of show. Get rid of show.
Just get show. Playoff.
Just call it the
Prairie Farms Playoff Pigskin Preview Production.
There you go.
Done.
It's got a good ring to it. Got a good ring to it.
We have that on Saturday night. The show runs from 7 to 9 o'clock. Okay, for some stupid reason. All right, but they don't announce the playoffs until 8 p.m. So their wise ideas for the first hour, we talk to coaches. Certain people that I work with want to contact all the coaches. Others want to just contact the playoff coaches. And we thought, no, this is great. We contact all the coaches that are 1-5 and say, hey, tough year for y'all. What went wrong this season? Because that's what we need for a playoff preview show. I'm just waiting for the year where none of our teams make it. I'm waiting for the year that none of our teams make it, and we're just sitting there going,
See, we don't.
So we've got
We don't do any
45
playoff.
minutes. We've got 45 minutes left, and
The Cougs almost assuredly are in the playoffs now. But the issue is that the first round they're just going to lose. So it's like,
see, that's my problem. That's my problem. Is I'm going to drive 2 hours to go watch my team lose by 30.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what are we doing? Don't get me wrong. I don't mind calling the extra games. But when it's already 28-3 at the end of the first half, like...
Paul says Cooper Flag might be a bust. Can that really happen? He's not a bust.
It's too early, man. It's too early.
That's coming from a Kentucky fan, Paul. He's not a bust. I'd love for him to be a bust. He's not.
Sam's like, if anybody wants him to bust, it's me, okay?
Don't really like the way you worded that, but don't like that at all. Don't like that even a little bit. I want him to be a bust. Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. I think we need to end the show now because I've gotten uncomfortable. Uncomfortable.
Oh, he's fine. He'll be all right.
Enjoy your game this week.
Thank you. I'm looking forward. Civic has a really nice field. So I am, and they got a nice press box. So I'm actually looking forward to going down there and calling the game. But yeah,
well, all right. Hope you have a great week at home this week. To whoever is watching, enjoy your week. And next week we'll have a little more World Series talk. And who knows what other shenanigans?
3-0. So
yeah, who knows what other shenanigans we could get into between now and then too. Have a good rest of your week, Leroy.
You too, brother. Thanks, everyone.
Have a good